So I actually just finished up getting my hair cut, and I finished up the roots part of it. I think right now it looks a little strange, but once I kind of style it, that's what always happens after I get a haircut. I'm like, oh my god, but it looks really good. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, I didn't realize how much I needed this change until I actually did it. I actually just got done grocery shopping. It was crazy. It was ridiculous. I actually went grocery shopping in New Hampshire. If you live in this area, it's ridiculous the amount of money you save by shopping here in comparison to Massachusetts. I just spent half. I just did a full grocery shop. I spent half of what I would spend in Massachusetts. Half. So I'm glad I did that. It was this place that I go is so crazy in there, and I just kind of like put my sunglasses on and went for it. But right now I'm gonna eat watermelon in the car. Join me as I eat my lunch. So on the agenda for today, I was actually gonna just get home and like not do too much, but I'm actually kind of feeling inspired. We'll see with my hour drive home, but I think I'm gonna like do some cleaning. I might start throwing some things, not throwing away, but like I might start going through some stuff to like donate it. And I think I'm gonna finish cleaning my office. We'll see. I mean, I say all this now because I just had some food and I'm feeling good in my hair, but once I get home, it might be a different story. Yeah, so this holiday weekend, Carson and I are actually spending the weekend and just like celebrating. He just got this new job position at his work within the same company, and we're just like, we need kind of like a reset weekend. So the plan is we're gonna spend all weekend hanging out, and we're gonna watch some Deep Space Nine. We're gonna eat good food. I made dinner reservations at this place in Deerfield, historic Deerfield, Mass, that has like a ton of gluten-free options, and it just looks so good. I've never been there, but I've heard wonderful things. And then we're gonna go do some clothes shopping for both of us, because we both need like new shirts. He needs new pants. We're gonna go to Target. Yeah, we both need a revamp. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go get a massage. So we're gonna go get a couples massage, and I'm hoping to get to some more art. I actually have been doing stuff that I haven't been filming just because I didn't feel like talking, to be honest with you. But I'll show you guys kind of what I've been working on a little bit later. This vlog, it's a little more my speed, kind of like how my life is without school, is doing some artwork and doing grocery shopping and getting my hair done. Kind of sounds like so much like a diva right now, but you know. So I'm gonna go home. I gotta put these groceries away, and I will catch up with you guys later. Hey guys, so it is Friday, finally. I am going to work out. Why I wanted to record this is my mental note to myself that I told myself I was gonna start doing weights again. I think I got it. It's been a while. It's been like over a month since I've actually done a like weight related workout or blah blah blah. I don't want this to be about like working out, but it's part of my Sarah-Fry reset plan. While I was in finals, it just fell to the wayside. I'll just say that. And I would do like, I'd still like work out. I'd go for walks, and I did like dance, cardio, but my body, as much as it loves cardio, it really thrives off weightlifting and doing more like strength related things. It's just how my body works. It's how it's built. It is not meant for running or anything like that. So I'm gonna slowly get back into doing that. And I actually, for a while, I was doing all my working out in my office. I realized that when I kind of switch my office around, it's just, there's not enough space. So, and I realized I was getting distracted a lot because my computer's right there and my phone's right there, and it just didn't work. So I am back in my living room, just because I have a little more space. It's a hot mess right now. It's why I'm not showing you the floor here. I just don't want to join the gym. I'm not ready for that again, as much as I love it. Really, I love going to the gym. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I just think for now it is just easier if I don't, and I just like, start off at home again because I have not been feeling great. I think I talked about it in last vlog, that physically I worked so hard. I was working out during the year and I was really like getting a lot of my health stuff under control, and sometimes working out needs to take a back burner because physically my body can't handle it. Like I can probably handle going on like 10-minute walks, but yeah, that's not what this vlog's about. So yeah, if you guys are interested in like why that is, I'll talk about my autoimmune issues another day, but pretty much it's like it's different every day. Like I can literally be fine like talking to you, and then out of nowhere I get so fatigued and tired that I like can hardly like breathe. That's a little dramatic, but I'll explain it another time. Anyway, I'm gonna go work out and stop procrastinating. I have a lot to do today and I will catch you guys up on that later. Hello. So it is about 10:12 right now and it is still Friday, and I have showered and I have actually gotten a bunch done already this morning. One of my big things today was to edit the Mindful Witchery episode. It was episode 38, which is insane. And put that up, get that up, do the graphics for it for the thumbnail for YouTube, and I also put it up on like Spotify and Amazon Music and things like that. If you ever want to listen to that, that is linked below. This is the first time I've actually like done my hair myself after my haircut yesterday. And I'm struggling a little bit because I don't know about you guys, but after I get a haircut, I'm always just like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Like, cause like, you know how to style your hair. My hairdresser is amazing. Like he did such an amazing job. I'm not like downplaying his work or anything because he did fantastic. He knows curly hair really well, but I'm just not like used to like how it's kind of like falling. The part usually isn't on this side. It's usually on this side, but now my hair wants to do this, and so I was trying to style it how I usually would and it just wasn't working. So it took me a second to figure it out. My hair is still kind of dry a little bit from all the bleaching and coloring, but it feels a little more natural today. I am still so happy with it. I feel like myself again. I'm gonna keep saying that, like I just feel like myself again after having my hair my natural color, which I really love my natural color, don't get me wrong, but just over the years it's gotten a little more dull, and because I have a lot more grays, just the texture has changed, and I loved being blonde. It is gray, but there is blonde in it. It was worth the way too much money I didn't expect to spend, but that's okay because I'm happy, and that's really all that matters, right? At the end of the day, that I am happy, right? Who needs to eat? I said earlier that I have a lot going on today, self-imposed a lot going on. The big plan is doing a lot of cleaning today. I'm gonna do some laundry and just like pick up the house a little bit more, start some deep cleaning projects. I got really overwhelmed by it this week because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna clean the whole house and I'm gonna just like take a few days and just destroy the house and like get everything done, and I'm like, that doesn't work. So what I have right now in my bullet journal is I wrote down 20-minute cleans. I don't know if you can see that. Boop, right here. I wrote down 20-minute cleans, and every time I clean for 20 minutes, I have 5 boxes. Every time I do clean for 20 minutes, I'll exit off. And I think that's gonna work for me. I've actually already done 2 already this morning because I'm like, oh, it's just 20 minutes. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I think the next thing, I have a cleaning list that's called house shit over here. And one of them was to hang up a curtain. So I think that's the next thing I'm gonna do. I've been trying to make the current living situation we're in just a little more manageable. So I kind of moved some things around and just getting ready for like getting rid of stuff. What else? So the other thing I wanted to talk about too is that I don't know if you guys could notice, but the side of my face here is very swollen. I ended up getting a root canal on, I think it was Monday, maybe Tuesday. and it's healing really great. There is some swelling still. It's not that bad. It just kind of hurts. So I noticed it a little more in the, like when I wake up, because I slept on that side last night. So I'm gonna not do that again. And I just noticed some swelling. So I'm a little puffy over here. I've actually been working on a lot of art, not filmed, because I kept forgetting to, I was like, oh, today, this would be a great time to film this when I was like sketching. And then I realized I kept forgetting to charge my battery and then kept forgetting again every time I would go. So the camera is now charged and I can film some things. So what I thought I would do today is spend the next hour or so just going over kind of some of the things I've been working on. A lot of it's just like, I always get getting back into the swing of things, but a lot of it is doing that. Just playing around, nothing too crazy. I put a lot more thought into doing another forever project, and every time I think about it, I get really excited. So I think, guys, that is gonna happen. I may not do one as big as my last one, and I will show you guys that. I think in the next video, I may start that. Don't quote me on that, but future Sarah, just start thinking about it. Start thinking about it. So I'll try to go and find that. I think it's in my forever closet that is full of stuff. So maybe in the next vlog that will be in there. Who knows? Who knows? Figured for the rest of the vlog I will show you guys some of the things I've been working on, and you guys can join me as I continue to try to fill up this journal. But I have this bad boy that's greasy. Do you see that? Ew. I'm gonna put stickers on this. I'm gonna put some, actually I'm gonna put some of April's stickers in this. I'll link her below in my description because she has some of the coolest stickers. I actually bought a bunch of her stickers from her Animal Sanctuaries launch update, her new stickers. That should be coming in the mail hopefully today. I'm really hoping it comes today because I want to put some on this journal. Anyway, my goal is to fill this for the first time ever, is to actually actually finish a sketchbook journal. Like the paper is nice and thick. It's not usually a paper that I would usually work on. So it's been like a kind of fun challenge to do different mediums on it and kind of figure it out. I wanted to show you guys this. I was drawing, we were watching Deep Space Nine last night, and I don't know if you can see it. Oh no. Oh, here we go. I don't know. I looked down and realized I drew a bunch of worms. Like, I don't know. I have like a few pages I want to finish. I did some more blocks of colors from those watercolors that I was playing with earlier. And I'm actually going to put in patterns. I already kind of started drawing them. You probably can't see now, but I'll show you guys. Just kind of like seeing if I want to do more colors in my next forever project, and we'll see. I actually filled in this too. I'll show you guys this too. I was working on that and I was on the phone and this happened, and I'll show you guys that. Yeah, I'll show you guys what I've been working on. I probably won't finish all the pages. Plan on during probably the next, like, my guess is going to take about 2 months, 3 months to finish, maybe through the summer. It's my summer journal. So greasy. That is gross. I am so gross. I'm so like, I put so much lotion on, it's like on everything. What is this? I'm also going to start looking into possibly different places that I can order die cut stickers from. I don't have a Cricut or like a beautiful printer to like do any of those things. So if you guys know of any good companies that are like relatively on the cheaper side, that are like good quality, like printing stickers, doing prints, send them my way, because I feel like there's so many out there, I get overwhelmed and don't do it. So if you guys have ever gotten die cut stickers or done, actually I'm more interested in sticker sheets. So if you guys have ever gotten those printed from like a different company other than yourself that worked for you, please let me know. Or even like washi tape. I'm open. I'm excited. I think stickers are kind of the direction that I'm going because your girl loves stickers. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up a little bit first because it was nasty. My desk is so crazy disorganized right now. Even though like I just seriously cleaned it. You know, one of the things, ADHD problems, hashtag reaching out to my peeps, that messes just accumulate around you. Especially like when you get super like hyper focused, and when you kind of come out of that hyper focus, you look around and you're like, what the hell just happened? Because it looked like a damn bomb went off. Yeah, that it's like, it's something that I deal with often, and I get so frustrated. Like I can't even. And it's not on purpose either, because I'm actually a really organized person. But when I get really hyper focused on something, sometimes I lose track of like what's going on around me. I put like, it's kind of like I put things in weird places, and like I throw things around and I don't even notice that I'm doing it. Can you guys relate to that? Like it's kind of like when you're talking on the phone, and you walk around and you like do stuff. Like that's me times like 20. So like, especially when I'm on the phone, one of the things I do is draw, because it keeps me in one place. Because like I literally walk around my house and like stand on furniture and like put my keys in the fridge, and like I'm not even kidding. And it's not because I'm being like absent-minded, but like a part of my brain needs to keep doing something in order to pay attention to who I'm talking to. So it's fascinating. It's fascinating to me, but god damn, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Another thing too, I am so happy with the light right now. Like this looks awesome. I actually don't have any lights on in this room, and this is just the little sunlight I get through the window, and I'm really happy with this setup and lighting. I'm glad that I moved my desk around. So I'm gonna put some of April's stickers on my journal. Let's see. And these are some of the ones she has. I believe that was like the endangered animal pack. And I kind of like mixed them all around. Ooh, what do I want? I think I keep looking at this guy. I think I'm gonna put him. Excuse me. Also have a bunch of her stickers on my phone. So I think I'm just gonna put him. At least it will give it some color. Do you guys ever get like kind of like upset when you put stickers on things, like because it's so permanent? I have a really hard time putting stickers on things, even though like that's what they're for. Put him here because I'm like, now it's done. Like I can't hold it. I can't do anything with it. Like I don't know. I'm silly. I haven't used one of her house stickers yet. This is another sticker sheet that she has that I'm in love with, and I'm like really upset I have to like take a sticker off of it. Maybe it's part of my OCD, but it's like it's gonna ruin it now. Oh yeah, like I know how ridiculous that sounds, but I get so attached to the way it looks, and now I have to take a sticker off, and it's gonna like somehow like make it not organized anymore. I don't know. Can you guys relate to that? I don't know. Which one do I want? I think these two. I think those are the two. I'm gonna put these on. Oh, see, yeah, look, and now it's like it's ruined. It was so pretty, and I don't want that here, but I'm gonna do it. It's really important to me that I challenge myself, and I know this sounds silly. Trust me. To do stuff like this that makes me uncomfortable, like it's physically making me uncomfortable to do this, and to understand where that comes from. And my brain loves things in order, and it loves things, not that I love change, but change like this is really hard for me. Like I get really emotional because I'm like, oh, now it's like it's not the same anymore. Like it's so hard to describe. If you have also this way of thinking, if you're also struggle with like OCD or ADHD, that actually have a lot of similarities between the both sometimes for some people. I know they do for me. Maybe you understand. Give me a shout out that I'm not completely nuts. I was gonna put him, but I love him too much. I'm gonna use this guy. I like him. I think he'll. I didn't realize this is going to turn into like a OCD with me vlog. Oh yeah, this guy's going on the house. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Hopefully it's not too bright. You guys can see that. But I think that's it for now. I actually have a bunch more stickers. But I will do that another day because I want to start working on some art. Oh, let's open this guy. So I'll show you this first. So this is what I actually worked on earlier in this vlog. And yes, it looks very, very different from what you guys probably remember. Like I said, I actually had all the swatches done and then I just started playing around. I started filling them in with like dots and stuff. And then my cousin called me and we were on the phone for like an hour. And then this happened. And then I just like went for it. I actually like had so much fun doing this and just like seeing what colors went together. And I think one of my favorite parts of this spread, I could actually probably keep going with this like forever, but I think I'm gonna stop unless like somebody else calls me and I jump on this page again. But I really love this lime green with like the black dots in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, I don't know, I love the way that looks. It reminds me of frogs, like little like frog eggs. And where was the other color pattern I liked? I really fell in love with the pastel, almost like salmon pink here. And even though like it's not coming up very well here, like I love that on black. Maybe if I like didn't add as much water for that pink, that could be a really cool pattern. I even loved the more gold orangey color here with the like darker yellow on there. I think that looks really neat. It kind of seemed like what colors go together for me is a lot of fun. One, I'm terrible at colors names. I am terrible at mixing colors. I think it would surprise a lot of people, but I am not very good at it. It was not something I ever had to like practice, and it's not something I ever forced myself to practice. I know like the basics, don't get me wrong, but if I look at a color and you know it's just like, oh, there's too much orange in that, like I probably couldn't do that very often. But I mean, eventually that's something that I do want to get better at. That's cool too, like the blue with the like salmony pink on top. I kind of like describe colors as like animals or like things I see, like, oh, that's like a lilac purple, or that color looks like after a rainstorm what the sky looks like. Like that's kind of how my brain relates to things, like not necessarily like ultra blue and cyan, like stuff like that. I'm not there yet. It's not really the way my brain works. So I don't know if you guys saw the finish thing of this, but I ended up finishing this spread. I was gonna do a little bit more. I think there's a few touch-ups I have to do, but I'm really happy with it. I posted this on Instagram yesterday, and I posted this on Instagram, not yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that, and you guys really loved it. This is more my style. I think when I look at this, I'm like, oh, this is my style. Like, people can tell this is mine. The way I do skulls and like the way I do like the leaves and stuff, so I'm really happy with this. I think I'm gonna do some more of these stamps. I really love these. Maybe just do like a spread of all these different stamps, because I think these would look really cool as stickers. Let me know what you guys think. Over here, I was trying to remember if I recorded this, but I got inspired by April's stream. She did a bunch, she's been doing a ton of landscapes and stuff, and the way she does them is fantastic, like this. And she kind of does like the basic background, colors, outlines, and then she goes back and looks at the picture and fills them in with like a bunch of different mediums. So I wanted to give it a try. She did a bunch of house ones the other day that I just like absolutely fell in love with. So I was just playing around and I wanted to give it a try. I probably won't do these this week. I think next week I'm gonna focus more on these because I have a few other pages dedicated to that. But I saved all the pictures and I'm excited to kind of see what I can do with these with just pen and ink and maybe some colored pencil. Okay, so this is actually what we're going to be working on today. Is I did a bunch of huge color swatches of like different sizes, and actually you can see here, so you can actually see a little bit better here. I actually started filling them in with pencil, just kind of like, I'm going to do like different patterns. This one has skulls and bones. This one has eyeballs. I'm probably going to do some like filler art, and each one's going to be a slightly different, but I am curious to do more of these patterns on colors, which I haven't really played around with too much. So that's what we're going to work on today. And the other thing, which I'm going to work on probably this weekend, is these. I am so excited to do these. I am going to, so I just like did basic shapes of different types of cups. So I just did like different things. Some of them I use references and other ones I did not. So the plan on this is I'm going to do patterns on them, and I'm going to look up different teacups, look up different cups online, and just sketch out the patterns and just ink them on or do them with watercolor. I just think it would be fun. I've seen other people do this, and it's just something to play around. Maybe it's something that I can eventually like do more like final pieces with, but I just thought it would be fun. But I'm not going to do that now. We're going to work on this. So I think the plan for this is I do have my dip pen with me, but I realized a while ago that on this paper it doesn't always work out. I'm going to do a little test because it depends what the medium is. Sometimes I notice it just like bleeds, it doesn't work. Other times it works. I do have this super tiny brush, if you guys can see that, which is one of my favorite brushes that I often use. And I found this on Amazon, this brush. That I fell in love with because there's 3 different like flat surfaces here, and just kind of the way I hold my brush, it works out so well for like where I hold it, and you can kind of hold it in 3 different places, and I can really get the brush strokes that I want. So we're going to use this. E-boot, I think is the name of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. 5/0. I don't know what any of that means. I'm not even going to pretend that I do, but it's really, really tiny. If you guys are curious, I will try to find that and link it below, but if not, just send me a DM and I can send you the link for that. I have actually a bunch of them that came in a pack. I think it came with about 10, maybe. Yeah, this one says 10 out of 10. This one's actually a little bit smaller than the other one, but I like the other one better. So I'm gonna get this guy out, and this is the, I always forget, this is the Dr. Martin Black Star Matte Waterproof India ink. This is my go-to. I have tried other ones, this one's it. This one just does it for me. So I'm actually gonna get a few more of these Clip-A-Doos. I actually have this huge jar full from my wedding. My wedding was a huge, I was going to say DUI. There was a lot of drinking, but it was not a huge DUI. DIY, right? Do it yourself, DIY. Okay, yeah, huge. I did a lot. I did all the decorations pretty much. I had help, don't get me wrong, but your girl had a vision. I had a vision, and so I bought a lot of different stuff. These what held the name tags in place that people knew where they were sitting. Like I kind of had a board with these, and it was really cute. For the ink, I'm just gonna put it in this dish. Nothing fancy at all because I don't have to like dip my dip pen in. I probably won't put a lot. My house is super dry, so I mean these tend to dry out when you put them out anyway. But my house, I don't know, for some reason they dry out super fast than they have in other places I've lived. Okay, so I did want to try to see, just do a tiny test to see if that bleeds or not. I'm just gonna do it over in the corner here. Yeah, you can kind of see it's bleeding a little bit. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not completely bad. I think I'm gonna start using this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think if I just like not completely engulf the pen, is that the right word for that? Engulf the pen with the ink. I think if I just do the tip there, I think it will be fine. So let's try it out, shall we? I've gotten to the habit lately of putting my hand down first and resting my other hand on it. I am awful and I smudge things. I rest my hand right where I draw or paint, and it's such a terrible habit. So I've been doing this lately just to remind myself that the thing I just did is still wet. But I've noticed too that this sketchbook dries really fast, which is great because I tend to work quickly sometimes and not pay attention. Same thing with this ink. Another huge pro of this ink is that it dries super fast. Yeah, it's kind of bleeding. I'm just gonna let off my pressure a tiny bit. I might just have to not put as much ink on there. I mean, it's not the worst. I'm like not super happy about it, but it's not the worst. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going with this skull. Maybe it will improve. So I don't know if you guys can hear right now, but there is a ton of children screaming outside my window. Oh, God, I hope you don't hear that. I wouldn't want to subject that to anybody. And I think people think I hate children. That is not the case. Do not think that. I think children are fun sometimes, and I just don't want that in my house. Like, I think this is gonna sound so mean, but I chose my life very carefully, and I chose not to have children, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but I chose not to. It's not my lifestyle. It just doesn't fit. And I think when people hear that, they're like, oh, you must hate kids. Like, you must hate kids. Or, you know, I don't know if you guys get this, but, oh, you'll change your mind from like complete strangers. Anyway, so I think, anyway, I forget where I was going with this. I went to my I don't hate children, but I just don't want them near me rant. This is my safe space. My house is what I needed to be quiet. I needed to be full of my energy. I need it in my specific way. Carson and I chose not to have children because we have other priorities. Anyway, and I move on. So, you know, when we moved across the street from a school, I've lived across the street from near schools before, and, you know, it was never an issue. But this particular establishment, where we live, like the sound travels really well. So we hear the children playing and they scream a lot. I don't ever remember screaming like these kids scream. Like, the teachers actually encourage them to. Like, this school's in a residential neighborhood, and the teacher's like, okay, scream as loud as you can. And it's like 9 in the morning, guys. And so they're out there now a ton more because it's nicer out. And anyway, I sound like an old, crunchy old man, but it's just not my idea of a good time. Not my jam. Hear that all morning. And I also hear dogs barking all day. And I hate to be a broken record. Honestly, I hate to keep complaining about this. I hate that I do complain about it. I wish I could just deal with it. Like, apparently my neighbors just deal with all the noise. I just can't. I'm gonna switch. It's not happening. Like, the line work is not looking the way I need it to. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna move this here. It will probably make my life easier. Anyway, after that long rant nobody asked for, if you hear the screaming kids, I apologize. If you hear dogs barking, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. And if you hear sirens or loud motorcycles going by, which people like to seem to drive around on a really fast and loud, and I'm sorry. God, I sound so, like miserable. Like, I hate it. But I recognize my negativity on this whole thing. I need to just like kind of count my, I was about to say count my blessings. Oh my God, who am I? Just look at the things that are actually working, and my brain likes to focus on the things that don't work lately. And I've just been trying to be grateful for the things that I do have, like my awesome new hair and my wonderful husband and this awesome mug. See that? Tiny butt mug. This mug's awesome. This mug's awesome. And that my health is okay and my body works and gluten-free, coconut milk, dairy-free ice cream exists, and life ain't that bad. And Sparkle Spider, isn't he great? So I don't know, I'm struggling really hard with this. Like, it's just not coming out the way I wanted it to. Maybe it's just this purple, like it's making the ink bleed a ton. Like a ton. I might have to go in and use pen instead of this ink. Okay, so I decided to use this pen. I filled in a little bit more. I had to recharge my camera for a tiny bit, and it's definitely coming out a little bit better. This is not waterproof. It is just a regular ballpoint pen, but it seems to work on this. I even tried using my Micron pen, and it just like didn't want to paint on this watercolor. I think the watercolor is just a little too like, I think it's the paper. It's just not very textured and it's very flat. It's just not working. So I'm gonna start doing this, and it's just coming out a lot more like what I envisioned. So I think if I ever try this, I will be using watercolor paper, and I don't think the issue with my dip pen or any of that will happen. But it's a sketchbook, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect, and my brain wants it to look perfect, but in reality, it's a sketchbook, and that's what sketchbooks are for, right? I tend to love my sketchbook to look perfect because somehow I think it's gonna like maybe be worth a lot of money someday. I don't know. I don't know how my brain works half the time. Like, all of these are supposed to be finished and beautiful and artsy, and like, I don't know why I can't just do it for fun. But this is fun. I think I'm just stressing myself out. So what else? I wanted to chat with you guys too about kind of what the next couple months are gonna look like. I already started chatting about like my journal. I would really love to finish this and just like fill it all up with like different ideas, stuff like this. I think I'm gonna take the next couple months to do that. And I don't know, I think it would just be a fun, like really productive challenge for me, and very non-stress challenge for me, and it will help me just like produce art, even if it's not like beautiful and finished, but in the end it will help me produce art and get some ideas out, and maybe for future projects, and also get my forever project going. I definitely think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Like it says, it kind of sparks joy in my heart. I think I'm gonna try to do that. I just don't wanna, I tend to put a lot on myself. Like I'm like, look at all this time I have, and it's never as much time as I thought. So I already have my reading goals in place. I already have like a few things coming up personally that I've been working on. And I just don't want to add a ton of things to my plate to the point where I don't get anything done, which tends to be a habit of mine that I love to constantly follow and then fail because I end up not finishing anything. So I think the plan is write down everything I want to do and then narrow it down what my brain thinks I can do, and then cut that in half. Because I think if I do that, something will get done. Because things always take longer than what I think. But I do think getting this journal done this summer, just kind of maybe in the next few months, is a great goal. I think that's totally obtainable. Continuing working on mindful witchery. Lori and I have a bunch of plans in the future, which I'm very stoked about. I am also going to take some of these things from the journal and maybe make stickers. That's kind of been in the long-term long-term, short-term goals. And I know you guys have been asking me about stickers and things like that. And doing these vlogs. Honestly, like, these vlogs are like the light of my life. I love them. I love being home and chatting with you guys because I don't get much socialization during the day, and I think it's been a really positive thing in my life. And I actually love working from home. I miss this. I love doing this and like maybe doing Twitch someday. And see, this is me like putting too much on my plate. Because I also started looking for I'm going to call it a second job, first job, like another job, like a job, like out in the world around people, maybe. Yes, I have to. That's the plan. So I've just been putting together my resume. You know, I would love to just make my full income off doing this, but you know, I've talked about this before. It's just not how that works. And so I am looking for something in my field of study around where Carson and I would like to move. This is a huge instance where things don't always work out as you plan them to. A lot of our goals, like personal goals with like moving and our jobs and all that, have been really weird. Like you have like, I know for me, I have these visions in my head of how things were supposed to look and how things were gonna look. And I think this is the first time in my life where the things that I thought were supposed to look a certain way just did not work. Like usually like they work to a certain degree, like how I envision them. And nope. No, they're just not panning out even remotely close to what we wanted, like in our goals. We did accomplish some of the goals, like we paid off some debt and we started saving money and things like that. And I don't know, it's been really interesting. I've been kind of trying to take a step back from like in my brain being like, this is the way it's supposed to be, because if 2020 taught me anything, I don't think it works like that for me anymore. I think I just need to roll with it a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know where that was going, but I've just been thinking about that a lot lately because I do need to find a source of a little more like stable source of income, if that makes sense. I do not plan on reopening my holistic practice fully. I think parts of it are. I just have not been able to figure that out yet to make the amount of money that I was making before. And I've been lucky to have been given the opportunity to stay home as much as I have during this pandemic. I am one of those people who have autoimmune related issues, and I just couldn't be out there because like there was so many uncertainties, so many limitations of like my job working with people. And yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also super nervous about kind of like getting back out there and working with people again. And I have not found anything that even remotely is close to kind of what I want to do for a career, or like not even remotely close to what I am looking for or what my skill set is in the getting paid the amount, like let alone getting paid the amount that I'm worth based off of my skill set. So not to like toot my own horn, but yeah, it's a little weird right now. I still have hope. I've been looking for a while now for the right job to come along, but yeah, I'm just nervous. I'm nervous about it. I don't like to admit that, but I'm really nervous about falling back into a situation that is going to be traumatic for me. Wow, that in general sounds traumatic, but I'm really nervous about getting back into a situation that is toxic, working with toxic people, working in an environment that impedes upon like me being able to take care of myself and my family. And I've gone to so many situations like that where I'm not paid what I'm worth. I allow myself to be around toxic people and be taken advantage of, and I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared to go back, and that sounds really silly, but just how I'm just my feels, guys. So I think I'm gonna leave this as is. I'm gonna jump on to the next one. I really like that guy. So I'm gonna fill in these eyeballs, but I'm not sure what the fillers are gonna be. If I don't figure it out while I'm drawing it, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Oh my God, some little girl, we named her Karen, and because I know her scream by now, just screamed like literally on the top of her lungs. Like, all my windows are closed. Like, all my windows are closed, and I could still, it's like she's standing next to me screaming. I don't know, if that was my kid, I don't know. It's why I'm not a parent. God, my kids would hate me. I forget when I started drawing these eyeballs, but I've been drawing them for many years. And I've played around with them, but I just really like how simple they are, and I could still tell that they're mine, like I drew them, and oh, get it? Yeah, I could still tell that I was the one to draw them, because so many people draw these eyeballs, but when I draw them, like, I could tell that I did it. Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be chatting during this drawing. Hopefully it's not too boring for you guys. Okay, so I drew in a bunch of those. I might add a couple more though. Yeah, we'll just add a couple more. Unplanned eyeballs. Maybe that will be the name of this vlog. Vlog. I wonder who the first person to invent the name vlog, like the term vlog, and whoever did was probably like, I'm a genius, right? They're probably like, I'm a genius. I replaced the B with a V because I'm a genius. I think about that often, like Carson and I are watching movies, like people, like there's so many people involved in like making a TV show, right? Like really cool like one-liners and stuff. Like we've been watching Deep Space Nine lately, and I'm like, whoever came up with that script or like that line probably like at the end of the day was just like, I'm freaking awesome, like I did that, like was probably so damn proud of themselves. Okay, I think that's it for now. And actually my camera is about to die. It is blinking at me. So I think for this vlog, I am going to call it a day and end this vlog. And I hope you guys enjoyed my more artsy vlog, and you will see more in the future. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.